Hey guys, you're watching the one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to the episode of Let's Build a Medieval City. Starting to get some roofs going now, hey? Starting to fulfill. Today, we're going to be working on what I'm calling like the centerpiece, you know, the main focal area of the city. If we were up in the sky and the whole city was completed, you want your eye to be drawn to this area here. It's where all main roads lead to. And I want to do a cherry tree. It's pink. It's bright colours. It's unusual for the area. You know, it's like why we settled here in the first place. It was just one random cherry tree out in the middle of a field, and people started to live round it, and that's where the whole city sort of grew from. Now, I find it difficult to build trees in Minecraft. They're not one of my strong points. Not much is my strong point, but trees definitely aren't one of my strong points. And the only way that you can get over that is by building more. So I'm just going to build one, and we'll see if we like it. And if we like it, then great. If we don't, then we don't. But what we need to do is we need to make a little bit of a sort of custom trunk, so it doesn't look like it's just like a 5-block tall log that goes off. We want to have a little bit of curve on it, you know, a little bit of character to it. Try and sort of get something that looks interesting. Take that one away. I think we're good at the bottom. I think we're too thick at the top. I think I'm nearly there. What about from this side? Very boring straight line up here. I'll leave that there, but we'll just sort of build up some roots. Maybe bring out the roots like this a little bit. I should place them down like this, shouldn't we? Maybe not like that. Maybe that one should be in the ground. Like that one. That one. And we'll have another one off here. Like that. Like that. Oh, I've got space for one more, look. So yeah, it's definitely something that you just need to practice on. I think that's a good trunk. I think we're looking good all the way around. Not a huge fan of this spot. Can I do anything with that? If I put that log there. Sort of works. Just a matter of building the bottom up. The bottom needs to be sort of the largest part, and then it gets smaller as it goes up, doesn't it? That's sort of how a tree works. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. Now, this is where the bushy part is, the bushy part, the leaved part. Now, I find it easier to build the branches and then place the leaves on them. Okay, sort of like how a tree works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with some branches here. I'm going to try and get ones at different heights. It's going to be big. We want a big tree. And I want them to, you know, some parts to go up. I want some parts to sort of curve around and face a different direction. Like this. I want them to branch off branches. And basically, all this is doing is giving us a platform to start from. To start then placing some leaves on. Okay, and then I want this one to go up. Like that. So I'm trying to keep them, you know, hanging over the edge about the same. So when we look at it from the top, it'll sort of look like spokes of a wheel or something like that. That facing that way. Plus, when you're underneath it and you see the branches underneath it, it's then going to sort of make more sense of, oh, it's a tree. If it doesn't look too much like it, when you go near it, it'll be like, hey, I see what they're doing now. That one. You'll have to let me know what you think about this tree in the comment section at the end. Don't judge now. You can't judge halfway through. But at the end, let me know. I'll be interested to hear how well of a job you think I done for someone that doesn't build trees. Okay, we'll have one more coming off here. I'd love to be able to build trees. Like, some people are amazing at them, at custom trees, and they look just absolutely stunning. But yeah, it's just something that you need so much practice with. Okay, that's about right. Like if we stand in the middle, they all hang over the edge of the planks here, about the same. Let's start doing some branches that also lead up a little bit. So I'm trying to, you know, get all sorts of different angles and try and make it as natural as possible. One up there. I want that to be there. Yeah, why not? That one. Come off this one a little bit. There. And then we'll have some little branches coming off these as well. Ones that come on the inside to try and fill up this void that we've got now here. Ones that sort of poke back down. See, the more branches you do, in my experience, the easier the leaf part is. Because the leaf part's sort of the part that you see. So you always think that that's sort of the important part. When every tree has to have the branches to begin with. Otherwise it just makes it really hard to build. Okay, if we stand back. If it looks like a dead tree, then you've done a good job. And I think that looks like a dead tree. I actually really like the shape as well. It's bulbous almost. So, colours. We're going to be using wool. I'm going to use pink wool. I might use some magenta. And we're going to use some clay. I think those three colours, I think that's a little bit too dark for cherry. That one could work though. But these four, that one might not work. I'm going to put that one sort of off to the side. We'll try and mix that in afterwards. What we're going to do now is place... Or should we do it? I'll do it all as one colour and then we'll world edit to mix the colours randomly. Then we don't get anything pattern that we're not meant to have. So the way that I do it now, my next step, is to place down a block on top of every single piece of wood. Just on the top. It's a way then that you don't miss anything, or it's harder to miss blocks. So just on the tops. Okay, that one. Obviously the bigger tree that you have, the longer this takes. We've got a pretty reasonably sized tree here. Okay. I think that's all of them on the top. Okay, so it looks like it's sort of in autumn, where they're starting to sort of fall off and stuff. That's a pretty cool idea. We might put some in the ground to look like the cherry blossoms have sort of fallen off a little bit. Oh, that was right where a log was. I think this is a really cool idea. It's this series, I'm really trying to concentrate a lot of my efforts on small details. Like, we've got last episode when we built the wood chopper shop. I'm getting good at saying that now, right? We put iron ore in the ground to look like little bits of wood. Because it's about the same colour, and it's an interesting and creative way of using the blocks. In the main city world that we do, we concentrate more on like the detail in the building rather than like in the ground. I suppose because our city is meant to be like a perfect, clean city with bin men and stuff like that. Here, you're going to get a little bit of mess. People don't quite clear up after themselves quite as well. So you get a little bit of debris on the floor and stuff. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like that with the cherry blossom going around it. So, once you've got that, now what you're going to do is you're going to put them around all of the sides of the trunks, of the sticks. So, not underneath them. I don't like to do them underneath, because if you do them underneath, it hides up all of the logs, and you can't see the branches anymore. Now, you will cover up some bottoms. You know, like, for example, there. We are covering up that bottom, but we're placing it on that side. Okay. Like this. Covering up all of the sides. Now, you'll miss some on your first route round, inevitably. So you'll just have to sort of keep going round and placing more and more. that one, that one, that one, that one. I don't know if there's like an easy way to like place to start or what. I don't know. I just sort of go round, and when I see that I've missed one, I just fix it. Like that one and that one. Okay, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Try not to miss any underneath. Okay. So then when we look at it from underneath the tree, like from the ground floor, we'll still see the branches when you look up. See how you're still seeing them there? Makes a lot of sense. You can see branches. If you go and stand underneath the tree in the real world, and you'll be able to see branches. You won't just see leaves everywhere, will you? That one, that one, that one. Oh, so many. It's hard to like remember where you've been and what you've got left. That one. There. Okay. And it automatically, as you can see, it automatically sort of populates the tree nicely. I don't want to really place down any more. After I've done this, any more blocks, you sort of just, if it looks too empty, you didn't put enough branches. That's where your problem will be. If it doesn't look like the tree is full enough, you should have had more branches to begin with. Okay, can I see any sides of any logs anywhere? I don't think so. I can see some undersides, but nothing else. So you back off. It's looking pretty good. Yeah? You can still see some air going through, which is what you want. You know, it's like little bunches of blossom. Cherry trees aren't like fir trees. You know, fir trees are leaves everywhere. With cherry trees, they sort of go in like little clumps, which is exactly what we've got here. Right, now what we're going to do is we're just going to drape some down. Hang some down a little bit. In range and distances of between 1 and 3 blocks. So you're just going to pick a random spot. Anyone, doesn't matter, and just drop down 1, 2, or 3 blocks. We'll have a 2, we'll have a 1, we'll have a 3, we'll have a 2, we'll have a 1, we'll have a 2, we'll have a 1, we'll have a 3, we'll have a 1. So let's just drop them down. I think we need one more out here, look, about there as a 2. Maybe that one is a 1. That one is a 2. So this one you can be a little bit more precise with. And see where you sort of need them to be. Where you think that they're missing, where you need more. But only downwards. Alright. I'm pretty happy. I think that looks like a really cool tree. I might keep it just with that pink. But let's see what it looks like if we mix in these two as well. So it's 35... 6. Oops, I just want to write these down. 35, 6. 159, 2 and 159, 6. 159, 2 and 159, 6. Okay, so if we grab all of this now. Oops. Capital letters. 1. Boop, and go up here. Pause 2. And we want to replace that with all 3 of those. So we're going to do replace, I've written it down, 35, 6, yeah, there it is, with 35, 6, 159, 2, and 159, 6. Now, for the moment, it's going to be a 33, 33, 33% split. We might want to adjust those ratios so there's more pink wool than the other ones, but let's just see what it looks like. You know, I like that. I think there's too much of the reddish one, but I think adding some more, the other colours in there really does help, especially on the floor. It looks really nice on the floor. Okay, let's undo that though, and let's add more normal pink. So 35, 6, 35, 6. So now there's 5 different blocks it's replacing it with, although 3 of them are the same. It's now 20% what is it, magenta clay, 20% pink clay, and 60% pink wool. And I think that is a pretty nice amount. We still get some different colours on the floor here. I'll have to manually change some of these because we sort of got a lot of pinks on the floor here. Just how the randomness worked. But I think that looks really nice. I think that's a really nice tree. Check this out, look. Hey? What a lovely tree. Definitely does the job of drawing our eyes to it, our attention to it. And now just to sort of finish off the, or not finish off the area, just to add a little bit more to the area, I should say. Was that right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1. Yeah, that's it. Now it's nice and round again. Is I want to have archways going over the paths here. So let's get rid of this mound of grass. Now these archways shouldn't be too difficult to do. They're just going to be nice stone arches, maybe with some wooden fences. There's some accent in there. Let's get rid of that. Replace dirt with grass. Okay, so let's clear that, and let's grab ourselves some stone. We'll go some chiseled stone, cracked stone. I don't think we'll have any mossy though. We'll have some normal stone. We'll have some stone stairs, maybe some slabs, maybe some of these slabs is good measure. Fence, and maybe some walls. So it doesn't need to be we don't want it to be thick, but we just want them to be a something that you just walk underneath. So let's go with, it doesn't matter what block goes there, let's go with one of those, 4 of those, 4 of those. Let's go with some of those. We'll mix in some cracked ones in there as well. Let's go with 8 of those. I like that. Let's go up a little bit more. Let's put a cracked one on there. Let's go with 4 of them. And let's go with 4 of them. You know, that's pretty good just how it is. I'm, like, pretty happy with that. What about 4 of them? Yep. Happy with that. Maybe I should lift it off the ground by 1 so I can get some blocks underneath. 1. I'll grab that one. Grab that one. Cut. Paste. Just so we can get some of this underneath here. I think that just looks a little bit better, just raised off the floor by that one, right? Maybe even if we... Yeah, that's good. I like that. So we want to have another one of those. Where did I click? I clicked there, so if I click there, that should copy, paste. Beautiful. I missed off the top. Oh yeah, of course it would. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we want to just join these together in a nice arch. So I think if we begin with... We'll just have that as the archway. Yeah, it's already nice. Put some of those in. Slab there just to sort of gentle out the angle a little bit. Have 2 of them. 1 of them. 1 of them. No, I don't like that one. We won't do that one. Yep. 1 of them. 1 of them. 1 of them. Yeah. Making it up as we go. Like normal. That one. And that one. Pretty happy. And then have that one. And that one. have something just so it thickens up in the middle there. What do you think of that? I think that looks really cool, how you see the cherry blossom through it. So what we want to do now is grab all of that. That one. 2. Make sure we get the top. Pos 2. We'll stand right in the middle. Copy. We don't need to worry about rotating at 180 degrees because it's both the same from either side. We'll stand right here. We need to stand. Paste -A. And there's the one on that side. Now we need to rotate it though. Where's the path going to go? We want it to be that one, right? Yeah. Rotate it just by 90. Paste it to go underneath that one. And the last one here. Oh, too far forward. Perfect. See, now that's a centerpiece now, right? Hey, got the stone in there, going around, and cherry tree. Obviously, we'll have like, this area will be, it's hard to describe. I want to have like this area here in each corner, like benches. This isn't going to be like, exactly what we want. But like, if you imagine it's something like this, right, in each corner, and then we have like a wall that goes around the side, so like a big, basically like a bigger circle that just goes slightly bigger than the stone that we've got, and then this is going to be grass or some sort of, you know, nicely sort of trimmed area. But yeah, I think that is really cool. What a centerpiece, hey? If you guys enjoyed the episode, hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. We shall see you in the next episode.